Hey everyone, and welcome to Explain the Charts. Today is March 1st, 2025, and we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin, ticker symbol BTCUSD. We'll start by discussing some of the current events and news, then dive into the charts for some technical analysis. Recent Google searches show a mix of headlines, with some stories highlighting a recent market plunge and a fall below $80,000. This is likely driven by factors like Trump's proposed tariffs on China and outflows from spot Bitcoin ETFs. However, there are also reports suggesting that dip buyers are active at lower levels, and some analysts remain optimistic, predicting Bitcoin will reach much higher prices later in 2025. It's a mixed bag of opinions and conflicting data, so let's jump into the charts to see what they say. Looking at the one-day chart, we can see a considerable run-up in price starting around late February 2024, culminating in a peak near $73,000 around mid-March. A strong correction followed, bringing the price down, but it recovered relatively quickly. Since then, it's been mostly chop, but it has been mostly upwards, towards the ADH of $109,000, and then back down in March 2025. Now, let's narrow our focus to the last few months on the one-day chart. We see a high near $109,000 followed by a significant pullback, potentially influenced by the macroeconomic concerns mentioned earlier, and then what seems to be a period of consolidation. Zooming into the one-hour chart, we can see that the recent price action has been quite choppy. Notice the large drop on February 25th, followed by a sharp recovery and then more choppiness. This volatility could be due to the uncertainty surrounding the news and events we discussed earlier. Let's look closer at the hourly chart during the last few days of February. We see some bullish signals in early to mid-February with prices testing resistances and breaking through. Then a sharp correction towards the end of February, a sign that you may want to take a more bearish stance in the short term or at least trade cautiously. Based on the chart analysis and the news, here's what I'm looking at. First, $80,000 seems to be psychological support, but it doesn't seem like a guarantee that will be the bottom if there's more bad news. On the upside, if Bitcoin can break above the $85,000 level convincingly, with strong volume, that would signal a potential return to bullish momentum. Keep an eye on those short-term moving averages on the one-hour chart. A move above the 200-period moving average would signal a shift in short-term trend. Also, watch for further news developments regarding Trump's policies and global trade, as these could significantly impact market sentiment and Bitcoin's price. To recap, watch the $80,000 and $85,000 price levels. The market is likely to be choppy near term. Bitcoin reaching $80,000 again is very possible but not too likely, and depends on new economic news, which could come anytime. Bitcoin reaching $85,000 is similarly just as likely, but would require some big positive news and strong buying volume.